Hi everyone, welcome to my channel HiralsWorld. Before that, if you are landing on this page for the first time, I'm Hirals. I make videos about scholarships, internships, working abroad, settling abroad, and I live in Canada, so you would also find some of the Canada vlogs on this channel. Well, I have been getting so many questions on Instagram. If you do not follow me on Instagram, then please do go and press that follow button right now because I would be sharing so much more useful information. Many of you are interested in knowing how you can settle in Australia, and there is a common misconception about Australia not allowing work sponsorships or that in Australia you cannot self-sponsor yourself. Well, all of that is not true anymore because post-COVID there is a labor market shortage. Just like a lot of countries in this world, Australia is also facing the same issues that other countries are facing, which is labor market shortage. So this video is divided into two sections. The first one is about visa sponsorships and how you can find visa sponsored jobs in Australia and how you can get that converted into PR or permanent residence. And the second part of this video is going to be the very new program that Australia is coming up with, which we'll be talking about more later. So watch this video until the end and stay tuned for more. Let's get started with sponsorship jobs in Australia. Like a lot of other countries, because of labor market shortage, Australia is also facing the similar issues. Now, in most of the countries abroad, such as Canada, the list of sponsored companies or the list of companies which can sponsor workers abroad, like for example LMIA, is available publicly to everybody. However, in Australia, that is not a public information. But I came across this article and this one person who had actually asked for that information to be available publicly, and Australia government had to provide that information to that person. Now, this list somehow made it to the internet, and of course it is now public. However, it's not updated. So that list, I will be of course sharing it with you. But before that, let's understand about work visa and work sponsorships and how you can use it towards your permanent residency. So in Australia, the immigration system is tiered system. What it means is that, so first you have to be a temporary worker, then you become a permanent worker, and then that permanent workership, those years you can count towards your PR. So it is very much similar process to any other country if you just look at it. However, many people think that a temporary worker visa means that after your visa expires, you will be thrown out of the country, which is not true because, of course, temporary worker visa is easy to get, and most of the employers who are sponsoring workers from abroad will be targeting this visa for you because it's more like a closed work permit. So what it means is that you will be hired by a sponsored company to work with them for a certain number of years, and they will be telling the Australian government that, hey, look, for this job I am not able to find anybody, so I'm going to hire this foreign worker. Now this visa can be converted into like a full work permit, so permanent work permit, or rather in Australian terms it's called permanent visa, which is subclass 186, and most of the people would do this mistake of applying for subclass 186. However, should you apply for temporary work visa by a sponsored company, then it gets really easy. So this was about visa. But in order to get this visa, how do you go about it, right? So the first thing is there are two ways to apply for jobs using these sponsored companies. So first is, of course, you can target the company portals, which I always recommend to everybody. Going to company website and applying through there takes a lot of time and efforts. So there are three external websites that I do recommend applying or at least looking up sponsorship jobs for. One is ASM, another one is seek.au, and the third one is of course LinkedIn. I just ran a quick search on LinkedIn, and here is what I got in terms of visa sponsored jobs in Australia on LinkedIn. I strongly recommend using LinkedIn as your professional resource to connect with the employers outside of your country. Often when you apply through these third parties, then the chances of you landing a job is a little bit less than you going on those company websites and applying through there. And of course, regularly accessing the website of the list of companies that I'm going to share soon. So with a combination of both, you'll be able to apply and hopefully you will land a job. Now let's talk about this new immigration program that Australian government is coming up with. So this program is specifically for youth And a lot of the companies abroad are actually targeting youth and they are focusing on more youth market. Now this visa is specifically called Subclass 417. This visa is actually starting in January 2023. This Subclass 417 visa is going to be targeted literally people from age 18 to age 35. And there is more information that is about to come, and as and when it comes, I will definitely be covering it. Now that you know everything about working in Australia, there are also a few tips that I'd like to share, which are coming from the local person who is currently working and living in Australia. There are 3 things that you need to focus on. Number 1 is make sure that your resume is in line with Australian format resume. If you do not know what that looks like, then I'm going to put the link in the description box below, so please do go check it out. Number 2 is try to connect with the employers. I have already told that before, but I'm going to re-emphasize that. Go on LinkedIn, try to connect with the employers. Do not stalk them, but genuinely show your interest and then show them that how much capable you are. And lastly, I know that all of you are waiting for the list of those companies. I am going to put them up here. So I know all of you must be waiting for the list. So here is a list of companies. Out of this, at least 60 companies are still hiring foreign workers. If you want me to upload this list or send it to you, then let me know in the comments below and you shall for sure receive the list from my end. I'm also putting some of the reference links in the description box below. Again, I'm going to repeat myself. It's not the most updated one because Australian government is not entitled to update it unless somebody asks for it. I did see a request placed on August 10th, 2022 by one of the girl asking for the updated list, but it is not out yet. As soon as it comes out, I'll definitely be giving it to you. But I do have old list which is about a year old. So let me know in the comment section below if you want a downloadable copy of that list, and I will for sure make arrangement for you. And I really hope that your dream of working abroad is successful. Don't forget to like and share this video, and please do subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Be happy.